This place has seen better days. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Revelio.
Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
Revelio.
Fascinating, truly fascinating.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Oh, yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore, near those old ruins. You can't miss it.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned. This looks like the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned.
Revelio.
Why are there so many vases around here? suppose I should try to find all the vases.
Depulso. Accio.
I think there should only be a few more vases.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Nearly finished. One more vase.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Defender. Bombarda. Accio. Protect.
You will survive this, my young friend.
Bombarda. Defender. Bombarder. Accio. Bombarder.
You can see that.
Avada Kedavra. Accio. Protego. Stupid one. Bombarder. Defender. Accio. Protego. Stupid one. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Accio. Defender. Bombarder. Avada Kedavra. Defender. Protego. Bombarder. Accio. Bombarder. Defender. Protego. Accio. Defender. Bombarder. Protego. Stupid one. Accio. Bombarder. Defender. Protego. Stupid one. Defender. Avada Kedavra.
How nice of you to stop by.
Bombarder. Defender. Protego. Stupid one.
Give up.
Accurate.
Was that your best?
Bombarder. Defender. Accurate. Bombarder. Defender. Accio.
Are you quite finished?
spells glance off of me.
Bombarder. Defender. Potato. Stop it! A body Bombarder. Defender. Potato.
Get accustomed to that.
Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Enjoy suffering, do you?
Not quite. You look tired.
Accio.
You can't stop us.
Bombarder. Defender. Accio.
I could do this for days.
Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder.
Your magic won't distract me! Get away!
Bombarder.
I shall avenge your death!
Accio.
Easily diverted. You can best that.
Accio. Accio. Accio.
You won't stop me.
Bombarder.
Oh, that was meant for me? Not quite. Was that your best?
Accio.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Your spells glance off of me.
Red Rock will lead us to victory!
Abada Kedavra.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. What do you have in store for me this time? Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom, sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace belonged to the first of the Haggerty women, hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal... Eyebrows off your face, she will.
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Harry. Nightfalls. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio. More gold. I must be getting closer. Revelio.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Why is it out? I won't rest.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. I know a learning trial when I see one. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio!
An intruder! Any who oppose Renrock will be eliminated.
Revelio! A Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio! Accio! No, you don't. I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't, and his heirloom's coming home. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a Niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
Revelio. Aloha, Mora.
The often speaks of the bravery you showed. You have my undying gratitude.
Hello, Mrs. Rabe. How is Mr. Rabe doing?
He's resting at the moment, but seems to be in good spirits.
I hope the next time Rookwood's lot comes calling, you'll alert the authorities.
Yes, I will. Lesson learned. If I'd known what you were planning, well, let's just say I'm desperately glad you're all right. Rookwood's criminals aren't to be trifled with. Promise me you'll stay safe. Your bravery is to be admired, but taking unnecessary risks, well...
Don't worry, Mrs. Rabe, I can take care of myself.
Yes, I believe you can. Thank you again, for everything.
Revelio.
Hello. It's good to see you, my friend. If it wasn't for you, I might still be caged up by those dreadful Ashwinders. I will never forget your bravery.
It's you! Oh, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my dear Isco. He often speaks of the bravery you showed.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Revelio.
But I'm better.
These rocks have seen better days. Revelio. Knowing the meat he's likely studied here.
enjoy suffering, do you? An intruder!
Revelio. Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
You found the flue flames in Cragcroft. Well done. Keep an eye out for the Lord of the Store.
Revelio. Revelio. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
You dare slay one of my own? You will fall!
Might have a moment for a worried wizard.
Everything all right?
Far from it. I wandered into a ruin and was attacked by spiders. Oh, if you've got some Wiggenweld potion, though, I'm sure that would put me right.
Spiders do tend to appear in ruins. Here, I have enough to spare. Stay away from the ruins, though.
You've saved me life. Oh, I can never repay you. Yes, yes, I shall stay away from them, you'll see. Must stay away from ruins with spiders. Ruins with spiders. Oh, and thank you. Please accept this token of my appreciation.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Loud
Revelio.
as a
You here? Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
I'm sure I can. It's all about the broom.
An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us. The area's still clear. If anybody cares. admit to us what...
the Ministry will hear about this, the fiends will rot in Azkaban.
Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Oh dear. That sounds awful.
Well, awful is exactly what Astoria Cricket is. She's behind all of this. She and her friends were moaning about me of all the nerve. That's why my other frame hung. A hovel of a place. Though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So back to your frame.
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled by rogues and carried off. As if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the Three Broomsticks.
Just who is Astoria Cricket, and what would she want with your frame?
She's a fourth-year troublemaker, that's who. She and her band of hoodlums discuss all sorts of misdeeds right under my nose, and then resent me for overhearing them. I can only assume they took my frame in some misguided attempt to punish me for doing my job.
What do you mean you do important work for the headmaster?
Let's just say I overhear quite a bit in Serona's fine establishment, and the headmaster likes to know all about it. He's come to count on me in this regard. Reminds me of my prefect days.
I don't suppose you have any idea where your stolen frame was taken. Can you see anything from it?
I most certainly can. They brought me to a ruin of all places. Some crumbling atrocity surrounded by water from the sound of it. Oh, I do also recall seeing the coast on the way.
I could look into the matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly, though, won't you? The place they took me to is quite beneath me. Off you go, then. Somebody, help! I've been kidnapped!
The day of the troll attack in Hogsmeade.
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a pustulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
He truly is rather foul, isn't he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up. I spent 4 hours in detention last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Well, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt ever again.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. If you ask me, he's got nothing to scream about. I could have had him put in the Hog's Head. The pampered Pratt would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I were you, I should enjoy it. Lovely chatting with you.
Stop right there!
Revelio.
How come I always draw the short straw?
Ah, back for more.
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Protect.
On your stones, my little treacle! I think that one hurt.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Revelio. Protego.
You haven't the knack at all!
Imperio.
I want the light go out of your eyes.
Bombarda. Defender. Protego. Bombarda. What defender? Imperial. Bombarda. Protego. Defender. Imperio. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Revelio.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
My brother's doing well, thanks to you. Oh, it's you! Just the person I need. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have a space of my own. Sharing a dormitory all year has been
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse you battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your charms that you're a skilled... Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be...
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is Marmaduke was a...
Sibling rival.
But I would never intentionally... When their mother died, years later when Marmaduke...
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants. That's why I need...
Why is your...
He discovered the wizarding world...
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus.
Oh, thank you. You'll simply go into the... According to my research, you'll find it just... Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's... Knowing a meat he's likely studied here. Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? Well, my feet didn't turn into beads. That's a good start. Should have known a herbologist would use devil's...
Incendio!
A troll? You can't be serious. A sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Revelio. Incendio! Revelio!
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned.
On another adventure, are we?
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Well, there was a troll in the tomb.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did. doing well, thanks to you. And he listens to me now. Turns out having beats...
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as trials for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. When I confronted her afterwards, she had...
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't...
It does not matter. I burned my broom.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn...
Asuka played for the Tengu.
You didn't report her. Tell them...
Her fate was not mine. My fate is...
Thank you, Professor.
The school is indebted to you. Who knows what would have happened with the Loyalists if you hadn't been there?
today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effects it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lodgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Now, where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby.
Revelio.
No, this is...
All students introduce themselves to this hero. Grimbold Weft was responsible for some of the most important work done in the Goblin Rebellion of 1752, such as sewing buttons on witches and wizards' coats. Without his quick...
Wagadu's history is, well, a bit different than that of Hogwarts, to say the least.
Revelio.
No, that's not Grimbold Weft.
Sir Skagglethorpe.
These bits of broom are all that's left of a witch called Celine Wartnobby.
What I wouldn't give to be back on a broom right now.
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Aphbuttle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment. Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights, or rather, statues of knights, I should clarify. Keen-eyed students
Leave it to Binns to make the most interesting school in the world.
Countenance nestled among the ranks.
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study companion. People have always loved their pets. I find that comforting.
Incendio.
Goblin statue's acquaintance.
Revelio.
There's nothing quite so magical.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True. But imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it. History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least... say that.
Looks like we've all gone in another one of Binns's walls.